Hello. Today we're going to get started with division. We're going to do a little bit of a slow intro to kind of review from third grade, okay? So we're going to do our notebook page, practice, look over that, and then I'll talk to you about some other things. So go ahead and get your notebook page out. We're going to work on this left side first, like the teacher note side, okay? All right. So multiplication, division, fact families. When we have fact families, what that is it's a group of related facts. But specifically today, we're going to talk about multiplication and division facts. Okay? So you probably did this with addition, subtraction when you were younger. Let's just quickly review. A fact family includes two sets, which means we have two sets. So 2 times 2 equals 4. We're going to have 4 different fact sentences. And we're going to use the same 3 numbers. Okay? So for example, let's say we draw 3 boxes big enough to write in. One on the very top of our attic, one on the left side, and one on the right. Okay. Let's use the numbers 35, 7, and 5. We want to put our biggest one on the top, 35. And then we want to put our 7 and our 5. These are all a family. I like to think of this as the mom or dad, and then we have the kids down here. The kids make up the mom and dad, right? Mom and dad can make the kids when we put them together. Or if we take these apart, we take him apart, we take 7 away, we're left with that 5 then. So let's think through. We're going to need 2 sets. So we're going to need 4 different sentences. And I always like to draw a little squiggle line in my house to separate the top floor and the bottom floor. The top floor is going to be multiplication facts. And the bottom is going to be division facts. Now, we're going to use only these 3 numbers because that's our fact family. That's who's in our family. We can't change our family. So we're going to start by making a multiplication sentence that's true. So we're going to do 7 times 5 equals 35. And that is true. That's what the math fact is. Now, for my other multiplication one, I need it to be true too. So I know I can't start with 35, right? But I can't start with 7, so I have to start with 5. 5 times 7 equals 35. All right. Now we're coming down to the division ones. And we know we're going to have to start with our big number because subtraction and division are related. We're going to start with the bigger one and kind of split that guy up. So we're going to start with 35. We're going to divide by, let's just do that 7s first, equals 5. I used all 3 numbers, and it's true. 35 divided by 7 is 5. Now I need one more division sentence. So I start with my 35 because it's division. This time we're going to divide by 5 to get 7. We're using these facts and we're seeing how multiplication and division are related. Okay? Like you're related to family members, these facts are all related and work together. There's 2 other ways we can think about these fact families. We can think of it as 35 is this whole big rectangle. How can we split it up into different parts? Well, we could do 7 times 5. If we put those together, it would make 35. Notice how they're put together. Then we can think of this number bond. We got 35. Nice big circle. We're going to split it into other groups. Well, we would need 7 groups of 5. See how it's coming off of there? All right, so we have a few different ways to think about fact families. Now, what we're going to do is work on this side. The top 4, I give you your fact family. I give you who's in the attic of your house. Then down here, you got to come up with your own 3 numbers. I would think of a multiplication problem first. Like for my example, I might do, 4 times 3 equals 12. So my 3 numbers would be 4, 3, 12. And then I go through and do my fact family. You should not do 4 times 3, okay? But you're going to do that to find out what 3 numbers you're using. So pause the video while you work on these problems, and then unpause when you're ready to check them out. All right, so we have 16, 8, and 2 in one family. Well, we have 8 times 2 equals 16. 2 times 8 equals 16. 16 divided by 8 equals 2. And 16 divided by 2 equals 8. You can switch either of these or either of these, so long as you have these 4 sentences, okay? Now for this one, we can have 8 times 5 is 40. 5 times 8 is 40. 40 divided by 8 is 5. And 40 divided by 5 is 8. All right, down here, 10 times 5 equals 50. 5 times 10 equals 50. 50 divided by 5 equals 10. And 50 divided by 10 equals 5. And last one, 9 times 5 equals 45. 5 times 9 equals 45. 45 divided by 9 equals 5. And 45 divided by 5 equals 9. So that's our fact families for today. I also wanted to remind you that you need to complete this worksheet where you're doing multiplication review. And you can pick if you want to sort them from least to greatest or greatest to least. In class, we did greatest to least, but you can do it either way. Then, this is your homework, okay? Filling in the blanks. I know that there are, it looks like some mistakes on there, but take your time and think through what belongs in each blank. The little marshmallows tell you your fact families instead, okay? So turn in when you're done with this, and thanks for joining for math today.